Here's what Patrick Duffy said about Suzanne Summers. If someone would say this about me when I pass away, I'd really appreciate it. He said, "When the stone of your life dropped into this pond, you made quite a ripple, my friend. Thank you. Thank you." Is that beautiful? Or
Damn.
How about that? That's
strong.
When I read it and I was like, dang, I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
That's Patrick Duffy, who wasn't even on her big show. He was on the secondary show.
You brushed him off yesterday.
A complete brush off. I said, no, we don't know anything about Duffy in here, you know?
Now listen,
That's
don't
good.
you go trying to use that line at one of our funerals.
I've dropped it.
Because everyone will be like, oh, I think he stole that from Patrick Duffy. You mean the dad from Step by Step?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he skip the theme song?
He did.
Yeah.
He skipped the theme song. Amazing. When the stone of your life dropped into this pond, you made quite a ripple, my friend. Thank you. Oh, beautiful.
Man.
Beautiful.
I'm shocked. You would have loved Step by Step, too.
You know,
I know you turn your nose to it,
I know.
but it's right up your alley. You would have loved it.
I watched a few episodes. Every time I saw it, I liked it. I have to say. It was back
Were there any other stars? I know Duffy was the father and
She's the mom.
Summers was the mom,
Yeah.
but they each had kids of their own.
Exactly. It was kind of like a modern day, at the time, kind of like almost a modern day Brady Bunch, like families coming together. Cousin.
Nobody went on to be big stars.
Not really. It had the girl from My Two Dads.
Oh, yeah.
She was in it. She played one of the daughters. The cousin, the guy that played the cousin was like the breakout star.
Oh.
He was like the Steve Urkel
Okay.
of Step by Step. And he was, the comedy relief.
Mm-hmm.
But he ended up kind of, I think what really canceled Step by Step was he was like arrested for like domestic violence or something.
Oh, really?
And it really, because Step by Step was a hit.
It was on for several years.
And he was going to be the breakout star, and that kind of ended his career, and it pretty much ended the show.
Interesting. And didn't they pair that with Family Matters?
Yep, it was right part of that TGIF, right in the middle there, and it was every Friday night.
Yeah.
We watched those shows.
But that was I was out clubbing and whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
sure.
true.
I don't have time for Sabrina.
Yeah, sorry.
Come on. I
Teenage witch. You're
I
right.
didn't have time for it. Exactly.
Me and the ladies.
An update on Robert De Niro. He's recently become a father again. And he says now, and he's admitted, his girlfriend, Tiffany Chin, does, quote unquote, the heavy lifting when it comes to the baby. The baby's a couple of months old now. And she's 35 years his junior. And she does most of the diaper changing. And he has not gotten up for one feeding as of yet.
Is he starting to do press for the new Scorsese movie?
I guess that's why he's talking. That's that movie that's over 3 hours long that Scorsese says.
Flower Moon or whatever.
Yeah. And Scorsese said it needed to be 3 hours long because it was, it couldn't cut anything from it. Everything in it is that important. Here's the actor, and I really don't know why he doesn't allow this, but Tom Cruise has it written into his contract that his face, his likeness is never to be used on any merchandise. So the Mission Impossibles, any movies he's done, Top Gun, you can never make like a Maverick doll or a Maverick backpack or a Mission Impossible or anything like that. There's a Minority Report video game, and in the game, the character is given blonde hair and looks completely different than Tom Cruise, and that was intentional in his direction. He wouldn't allow it. But a lot of people are like, why? Because A, you could make millions of dollars by selling your likeness like that, and B, your likeness is everywhere anyway. It's not like you're protecting your anonymity by not being on backpacks because you're already on posters and movies, and of course.
Does he have more control over that?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe so, but...
or maybe he thinks it's demeaning to be
that's probably
on a
it.
lunchbox.
That's probably it. He
you
doesn't want to be in a
Crocs.
video game or... I guess money is not the end-all, be-all for Mr. Cruise. I mean,
Don't say that at Kelly's funeral. Do not.
No.
Say the Pebble thing, but do not say.
Money was his end-all, be-all. Was it?
Yeah, there's no question about that.
We buried him in an ill-fitting suit. He refused to buy new clothing.
I'll tell you, that hit like a fist yesterday. If you missed that at the end of this program yesterday, right at the tail end, I guess West Coast Bob, Chris Demm's good friend, and mine. Chris Demm grew up with him. since then, he and I have become very close. And he had seen, I guess, some pictures that I posted from Camp Crystal Lake.
Correct.
My trip. And his quote was, Jesus, buy some clothes that fit. That hurt. That really hurt. But when I looked at that, I thought, man, am I? Because I did see some photos, and I'm a little blousy.
Draped.
I'm a little draped. I'm a little blousy in that.
Because your clothes don't fit you.
And then a comment was made online under those photos that Biggie had posted that I looked like I'd been let into the Camp Crystal Lake camp as a Make-A-Wish because I had lost so much weight from whatever disease.
It was your last trip.
That was my last trip. And that one hurt too.
Yeah.
That hurt a little.
Kind of dark, man.
Yeah. You took it there, And my wife yesterday, we're, full disclosure, we're having some tile work done in the bathroom and the closet. All right. We're retiling the bathroom floor and the closet floor.
Is this
Heated.
due to the flood, or is this just an overspend?
It's due to the flood. It isn't, but it's both. It's an overspend also. When the flood of the dining room happened, the kitchen, they had to replace all the floors. And the bathroom and closet is the same hardwood floor that runs through the entire upstairs. And I said, well, if we really, I've never loved that hardwoods are in the bathroom. Why don't we go tile? And she said, all right, yeah, okay, let's do tile. But now the insurance company wouldn't pay for new tile.
Not that.
Of course, can't do that. So I said, all right, we'll spring for the tile. And here we are. We were on no timeline. So here we are now about, 3 months after the job is done. And finally the tile's going to be installed. So yesterday, the guy's going to do the tile today. And he said, get all your clothes out of the closet. So while I was taking the clothes out of the closet, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw every bit of this in the dumpster, give it to Goodwill. And buy all new clothes. And she goes, you're not going to do that because A, you won't part with the money, and B, you're attached to this clothing. You can't get rid of it. And that is true.
Did it sting like a...
It did. That stung also. Yes. So now I've got oversized jeans and shirts and everything laying all through the house. It's just the house.
Blousy golf shirts everywhere.
Everywhere. And so if you see me looking a little rumpled in the next few days, you'll know why.
What if we don't notice? Will you be mad?
I would. I will be angry if you don't know. Tomorrow when I come in, you should say, "Oh, you look a little disheveled." It'll be something from the back of the closet that I haven't worn in years.
Okay.
Because stuff is just laying everywhere.
Will the tile be heated in the bathroom?
That's private. Certainly not going to.
I mean, as long as you're tearing up the floor.
If you're getting the floor out,
Oh, golly, a cold floor.
I don't like my feet in the morning to hit cold tile. That's just
rude.
Send a shiver.
You can't have that.
No.
You can't have cold feet in the morning time coming out of a shower. You don't want that. A few more entertainment notes. Tommy Lee of Motley Crue was on a podcast, so this may not be true. Okay? Chris Demm will tell you, if you hear it on a podcast, dismiss it out of hand. He was on with Bill Maher on Bill Maher's podcast. They sit and smoke weed on that podcast. That's what's done. Which I've thought about introducing to the Square and the Round.
We're not in a legal state.
No, this is a non-smoking facility as well. So, so we're not really allowed to do that.
What the hell is that? Old Cheech and Chong are up there doing their podcast.
I thought it might open our minds a little bit. Bumped with legal due to the we're not in a legal I mean, that's a fact. So Tommy Lee told Bill Maher that he had, at his height of drinking, drank 2 gallons of vodka every day.
It's easy to fall in love with it, the way it makes you feel, the way it makes you relax. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm drinking 2 gallons of vodka a day? You're trying to kill yourself now.
Come on.
2 gallons a day. Dude, I swear to God.
Gallons?
Gallons, the big handle.
I know what a gallon is.
Dude.
It's 4 quarts.
Yes.
And a quart is like a bottle of liquor, a normal bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So you drank 8 bottles of liquor?
Yeah, a day.
Are you sure?
Ask my wife.
Okay. You believe everything on podcasts is, take it with a grain of salt.
Everything is exaggerated.
Yeah.
It's a performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure he probably did put away a couple gallon bottles. Not a day.
I don't know. I don't think he did it every single day. Yeah. Maybe once or twice he might have done that.
I was going to say I'd give him a gallon.
Me too.
If he would have said a gallon.
And then open another?
Yeah.
when I read Matthew Perry's book, he said he drank a gallon of vodka every day.
Yeah.
When he was drinking a lot, he drank a gallon of vodka every day. 2, I'm with Bill Maher. That seems like it would be, I mean, you'd pass out before you get through the second. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he obviously is a heavy drinker.
I mean, if you think about like when they write the story of bands that personified the excess of the rock and roll lifestyle, the Crew's got to be up there.
You read their book, right? The Dirt. I mean,
I know Biggie did too.
One of them was dead, right?
Yeah.
And they brought him back to life. Which one? Nikki Sixx.
Sixx. Yeah, he's had multiple issues with heroin.
And what did one of them snort? Like a line of ants or something?
Ants? Was it at the Alamo? Or am I mixing up my stories?
That's Ozzy, right?
Oh, did Ozzy?
Ozzy, I thought.
Or I thought
I thought one of them challenged the other.
I thought so too.
Right.
Anyway.
Maybe Ozzy challenged. I thought they challenged Ozzy to do it.
To snort ants?
Yeah.
So Bill Maher said to him, how's your health after drinking 2 gallons of vodka every day for an extended period of time?
I mean, your liver must be made of asbestos.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I pinch myself on a daily basis. Like, I just did like the full body scan, head to toe, everything. And I can't believe that smoking, drinking, all the dumb or the fun that I've done.
Right.
Dude, the doctor was like, you're good.
It's not a good message for kids, okay? What we have here is not a good message.
If you're only drinking a gallon of vodka a day, kids,
you can go up.
Come on.
That's what he's saying is you can double that.
Come on, be ambitious.
All the smoking, all the drugs, all the
dumb S and fun
S that he did. And the doctor says, oh, you look great. Your body is good. Don't listen to that. I can't let any of my children can never hear that. But anyway, he says, he's in great shape. 2 gallons of vodka every single day. I don't know. And I don't know how long he did it is the thing.
Yeah. There may have been binges and weekends where he did it.
Now that I would
not
buy.
not shock me.
I would buy it if he did it every once in a while. But if he was saying I did it every day for a year.
Is that something you do when you're on the road, Biggie? Or you think that's when you've just finished your tour?
I think just finished.
Matthew Perry did it while they were shooting Friends. He'd drink a gallon of vodka every day to keep going. He's a functioning alcoholic. And he would.
They're all around us.
Oh, yes. And he would do it. And he'd go to sleep at night, get up. And he was like, I never, ever wanted them to see that at work. So he'd be on time. He made sure he got his lines just right. And he would sneak drinks at work. And sometimes they'd smell whatever he was drinking on him. And they were concerned about him.
It's been a long time. I mean, I highly recommend the book, The Dirt. It's about Motley Crue. But I feel like I would have remembered that in there, that he drank 2 gallons a day.
Well, he may not have put it in.
Yeah, but I mean, they put everything
in.
The things they did in there.
Yeah, it was really bad. I mean, I should read that, but it might scare me a little bit.
That would scare you more than Biggie's movies.
I don't know if it would scare you or titillate you, because I mean, tons of sex stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, tons, but some of it's gross,
just depraved.
Yeah.
I like sweet sex. I don't like depraved.
Yeah, no, they're doing things in there that,
Like I recently watched Wolf of Wall Street up on Ion. So it was 6 hours long, but
with the good parts edited out.
Yeah, but they still he had a thing where they dripped candle wax into his crack and that kind of thing, and he kept screaming his code word Wolfie to stop, and she wouldn't stop. That I don't like that. I don't like candle wax. I don't like any of that kind of stuff. I don't like painful stuff. I just like sweet fall into the arms onto a. Well, I do like to be, I like my hair pulled.
Well, you like your hair pulled.
I like my hair pulled.
You like dirty talk, and you have the C ring.
Okay, yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
I mean, you're into mild stuff.
I'm into the mild.
Yeah.
I guess I'm